Hello friends, good morning to all of you. Friends, in last period we have learned that the basic proportionality theorem. It was very important theorem in geometry. Now, what was the basic proportionality theorem? If a line is parallel to a side of a triangle, and intersect the other sides into distinct points, then the line divides those sides in the same ratio. This is the BPT, means basic proportionality theorem. Now, according to BPT theorem, we get some equal ratios. If a line is parallel to a side of a triangle, then we get some equal ratios. What we get according to BPT, I have drawn here 5 figures on the board. Now, in the first triangle, ABC, line L is parallel to side BC. Then by the BPT, we say that AP by PB is equals to AQ by QC. I am going to write here in triangle ABC. Line L is parallel to side BC. Then by the BPT means basic proportionality theorem, we get equal ratio AP divided by PB equal to AQ divided by QC. Here are the equal ratios. Means if a line is parallel to the side of a triangle, then we get some equal ratios. Understand? Which are AP divided by PB is equals to AQ divided by QC. In the second example, in triangle PQR, line L is parallel to side QR. Then by the BPT we say that PM by MQ is equals to PN by NR. We can write like this. In the third example, triangle RST. In triangle RST, line L is parallel to side ST. Then according to BPT or by the BPT, we say that RX by XS is equals to RY by YT. Similarly, in triangle DEF, line L is parallel to side EF. Then by the BPT, we say that DZ by ZE equal to DH by HF, means line L divides side DE and DF in the proportion. Means divide in equal ratio, understand? And similarly in triangle XYZ, line L is parallel to side YZ. Then by the BPT we say that XP by PY is equals to XQ by QZ, understand? Try to write the equal ratios by using BPT like this. Thank you. Now friends, let us study about the converse of basic proportionality theorem. Do you know basic proportionality theorem? If a line is parallel to a side of a triangle, then and intersect the other sides into distinct points, then the line divides those sides in the same ratio or divides in the proportion. Means divide in equal ratio. Means in the BPT, if a line is parallel, then ratios are equal. Then what is there in the converse of BPT? If ratios are equal, then line is parallel. This is known as converse of BPT. In converse of basic proportionality theorem, if a line divides any two sides of a triangle in the same ratio or in equal ratio or in proportion, then that line is parallel to its third side. What is here? If a line divides any two sides of a triangle in the same ratio, then the line is parallel to the third side. Means here line L divides the side AB and EC at point P and Q such that AP divided by PB equal to AQ divided by QC. Then by the converse of BPT we say that line L is parallel to side BC. Here I have written here given and to prove. In triangle ABC, line L intersects to side AB and EC at point P and Q respectively such that AP divided by PP equal to AQ divided by QC. And to prove, what do we want to prove? Line L is parallel to side BC. Friends, the proof of there are 99% chances. The proof of this converse of BPT will not be asked for your annual examination. Why? Because the proof of this converse of BPT is not given here in your textbook. That is why I am not writing the proof of this converse of BPT. Understand? I have taken here one example, but remember that the problems on the converse of BPT will be definitely asked. There are so many problems in our practice set 1.2 on the converse of BPT. So I have taken here one example of converse of BPT. Yes. In triangle PQR, line L intersect to side PQ and PR at point M and N such that PM is equals to 6, MQ is equals to 9, PN is equals to 8 and NR is equals to 12. Then whether line L is parallel to side QR, we want to determine here whether line L is parallel to side QR. Now let us study in triangle PQR. First of all, find the ratio PM by MQ. PM by MQ. PM is 6, 9. MQ it's 9. We get the value 2 by 3, right? Now another ratio PN by NR. PN by NR, right? PN is 8. NR is 12. 4 to the 8, 4 3 is 12. Means the value of PM by MQ is 2 by 3 and the value of PN by NR is 2 by 3. Means the ratios are equal. Means from this we say that PM by MQ equal to PN by NR. This means that line L divides side PQ and PR in the proportion or dividing the same ratio or dividing the equal ratio. Therefore, by the converse of BPT, we say that line L is parallel to side. Line L is parallel to side QR. Line L is parallel to side QR. Right? Friends, let us study the property of an angle bisector of a triangle. Property of an angle bisector of a triangle. Now, what is here in the property of angle bisector of a triangle? The bisector of an angle of a triangle divides the side opposite to angle in the ratio of remaining sides. Means the bisector of an angle of a triangle. Any triangle like this, ABC is the triangle. The bisector of angle of a triangle means, let us draw the bisector of angle B. We get like this. This is BD is the bisector of angle ABC. The bisector of an angle of a triangle divides the side opposite triangle. Means the bisector divides the side opposite to angle AD by DC. Opposite to angle in the ratio of remaining sides. Means the ratio of these two segments, that is AD by DC. AD by DC in the ratio of remaining sides. Which are the remaining sides here? AB and BC are the remaining sides. AB divided by BC. Means what is here in the given? Here in the given in triangle ABC, angle ray BD is the bisector of angle ABC. Then by the property of angle bisector of a triangle, we say that AD by DC is equals to AB by BC. That is we want to prove here. Right? Now I am going to draw the figure according to this information here. Now the bisector of an angle of a triangle. I am going to draw the triangle. First of all, smallest triangle. This is triangle ABC. Now I am going to draw the bisector of an angle. I am going to draw the bisector of angle A. Ray AD is the bisector of angle ABC, right? Ray AD is the bisector of angle ABC, means these two angles are equal. Now in triangle given in triangle ABC, ray AD is the bisector of angle BAC. Ray AD is the bisector of angle BAC, which intersect to side BC, which intersects to side BC at point D, right? Now to prove what we want to prove here, we want to prove that the bisector divides the side opposite to angle, means the ratio of segments divided by the angle bisector. Ratio of segments divided by the angle bisector is equal to the ratio of remaining sides of the triangle. Which are the segments divided by ray AD, BD and DC are the two segments divided by ray AD, understand? The ratio of that segments is BD by DC is the ratio, understand? Is equal to the ratio of remaining sides. Which are the remaining sides? AB and AC are the remaining sides. Means the ratio of segment BD, ratio of segment divided by the bisector BD by DC equal to AB by AC. Ratio of remaining sides, right? Now let us do some construction. CON STRUCTION. Friends, the property of an angle bisector of a triangle is the application of BPT. We want to use here BPT theorem. To use the BPT theorem, we must know that a triangle and a side and a line is parallel to a side of a triangle, which intersect the other sides in two distinct points. But here is only triangle, but there is no any line parallel to side of a triangle. And for that I am going to do some constructions. Which constructions? I am going to draw the parallel lines. Parallel line passing through the point C, which is parallel to ray AD. Right. Now this line is parallel to ray AD, which intersect line BA at point E. Yes. Draw line parallel, draw line CE parallel parallel to, draw line C parallel to ray ED, passing through the point C, which intersect line BA at point E, which intersect to line BA at point E. This is the construction. Means I have drawn here line C parallel to AD, passing through the point C and which intersect to line BA at point E. Now I am going to write here proof, PROOF, proof. We want the equal ratio BD by DC is equals to AB by AC. Now we can use here BPT theorem. If there is not a segment AC, then we get in triangle BCE. In triangle BCE, ray AD is parallel to side EC. Who said here? This is here in the given. Line C is parallel to side AD, right? Ray AD. Line C is parallel to ray AD. Then by the BPT we say that we get the ratio BD by DC equal to BA by AE. We get the equal ratio BD by DC is equals to BA by AE according to BPT in only one sentence. But what do we want to prove here? We want to prove that BD by DC is equals to AB by AC. We want to prove that instead of this we can write here BD by DC equal to AB by AC, right? BD, here is BD, here is BD, here is DC, here is DC, here is BA, here is AB. Understand? We want to write here AC instead of AE. We are able to write AE, but we want to write AC instead of E. Means in this theorem we want to prove that AE equal to AC. This is the main center idea of this theorem. Understand? We must prove that AE equal to AC. Means A and segment AC are the two congruent segments. Then we use BPT theorem. According to BPT theorem, we get the value BD by DC is equals to BA by AE. Then substitute AE instead of AC we can write here. Instead of AE we can write here AC. We get the value this, and hence we will get the proof. Understand? Now let us show the congruent of segment E and segment AC are the congruents. Understand? For show that A and AC segments are congruent, we must show that the angle opposite to them are congruent. Understand? Here segment AC was here. If we give the number of these angles, we get angle number 1, angle number 2, angle number 3, angle number 4. Now, whether line AD is parallel to EC? Yes. Line AD is parallel to EC. And line BA is their transversal. Then we say that angle number 1 is congruent to angle number 2. Why angle number 1 is congruent to 2? Because they are corresponding angles. Angle number 1 and 2 are congruent according to corresponding angles. Now angle 2 and 3 are also congruent. Why 2 and angle number 2 and angle number 3 are congruent? Because ray AD is the bisector of angle BAC. Who said this? It is here in the given. Ray AD is the bisector of angle BAC. From that we say that angle number 2 is congruent to 3. Now we can show that angle number 3 is also congruent to 4. Why 3 is congruent to 4? Line AD is parallel to EC and AC is their transversal. Who said this? This is here in the construction, because line AD is parallel to EC. Here we have written here line C is parallel to AD. From this we say that AD is parallel to EC and line AC is there transversal. Then we say that angle number 3 is congruent to 4 because alternate angles. Means angle number 1 is congruent to 2. This is step number first. Angle 2 is congruent to 3. This is step number second. And angle number 3 is congruent to angle number 4. This is statement number 3 from first, second and third. If first angle is congruent to second and second is congruent to third and third is congruent to fourth, then we say that angle number first is congruent to 4. This is known as the property of transitivity of congruent angles. Property of transitivity of congruent angles. Means angle number 1 and 4 are congruent. If angle number 1 and 4 are the congruent, but these are the two angles in the same triangle. If the two angles of a triangle in the same triangle are congruent, then we say that the side opposite to them are congruent. Means the side opposite to angle number 1 is AC and side opposite to angle number 4 is E. AC and E are congruent, and that is we want to prove there. That is we want to find out. Understand? That is we want. From this we can get AE by AC, step number 4. And then we can use here BPT theorem in triangle BCE by ray AD is parallel to EC. Then by the BPT we say that BD by DC is equals to BA by E. And instead of this AE we can substitute AC. We can write AC. Hence we get the proof. Understand? BD by DC is equals to AB by EC. This is the central idea of angle bisector property of a triangle. Now I am going to write here. First of all, I want to show that why angle number 1 is congruent to 2. Because their corresponding is, because AD is parallel to EC. I am going to write here, yes, ray AD is parallel to line EC. Who said this? Construction and said EE is there transversal. Therefore, we say that angle number 1 is congruent to angle number 2. Means angle E is congruent to angle BAD. Angle EE is congruent to angle BAD. This is step number first. Now we want to prove that angle number 2 is congruent to 3. Means why 2 is congruent to 3? Because ray AD is the bisector of angle BAC. Now I am going to write here ray AD is the bisector of angle BAC. Who said this? It is given here in the given. Ray AD is the bisector of angle BAC. From this we can say that angle number 2 and angle number 3 are congruent. Means angle BAD is congruent to angle CAD. And therefore we say that angle BAD is congruent to angle CAD. This is step number second. Right. Now we want to prove that angle number 3 is congruent to angle number 4. 3 means CAD and 4 means ACE. Why 3 and 4 are equal? Because they are alternate angles. Whether lines are parallel? Yes, lines are parallel. AD is parallel to EC and EC is their transversal. AD is parallel to EC and line EC is their transversal. Line AD is parallel to line EC here given and sec AC is there transversal. Therefore, angle CAD is congruent to angle ACE. Step number 3. Why angle CAD is congruent to AC? Because they are alternate angles, right? Now in triangle ACE, from first, second and third, from first comma second and third, we say that angle number 1 is going to angle number 4, means angle E is going to BAD, BAD is going to CD, and CD is going to ACE, means angle E is going to angle ACE. Angle E is conform to angle ACE. Angle E is conform to angle ACE. Means the two angles of the same triangle are congruent. If any two angles of a triangle are congruent, then side opposite to them are congruent. Understand? Means therefore, by the corners of isosceles triangle theorem, we say that side AC, which is the side opposite to angle E, AC is the side opposite to angle E, right? Side AC is congruent to side, which is the side opposite to angle C, angle number 4. A is the side opposite to angle 4, right? Means side AE, right? Side AC is congruent to side AE, right? Why? And sides opposite to congruent angles. Sides opposite to congruent angles. Therefore, we say that AC equal to AE. This is step number 4. You get the answer, understand? Now in triangle BC, now in the big triangle BCE, in triangle BCE, right? It is saying it is parallel to side EC. Say it is parallel to side EC. Who said this? EC. It is here in the construction. Understand? Construction. Then by the BPT, therefore, by the BPT, we say that BD by DC is equals to BA by AE. BD by DC is equals to BA by AE. BD by DC equal to BA by AE. We want here BD by DC is equals to A by AC. BD, yes, there is BD. DC is, yes, there is DC. AB, yes, there is AB. We want to write here AC instead of E. We have shown here A equal to AC. From 4 we say that A equal to AC means instead of A we can write here AC. We can change this statement. We get the statement. Therefore, BD by DC equal to BA. Instead of this BA we can write here AB because AB and B are equal or same. And instead of this A we can write here AC. Why AC? AC equal to E. 5 we have changed this from equation number 4. Hence we have proved the property of angle bisection of a triangle. Friends, try to write. Friends, pause the screen video and write the theorem. By heart the statement and try to write the proof of this theorem 3 to 4 times. Understand? Thank you.